Anderson Silva, you absolutely suck. Super Bowl weekend, the biggest rematch in the history of the business. I'm calling you out, Silva, but we're up in the stakes. I beat you. You leave the division. You beat me. I will leave the UFC forever.
I'm curious, is there anything that you regret along the way, and how would you address those Brazilians that say, hey, man, you went beyond height, you went a little too far in some of the things you said?
Well, first off, I offer absolutely zero apologies. And secondly, listen, guys, if you're not willing to go too far, you will never go far enough in life. And I don't care. I don't promote fights. I pick fights. I'm like John Jones. I sound like Sean Combs. And I got trombone-sized stones like John Holmes.
Why do you think Anderson snapped at the conference call?
Well, listen, if you knew your funeral was coming up, you'd probably have some parting words as well. It's nice to see the real Anderson come through, and I don't mean his funeral in a morbid way, but it's a funeral of a career, man. This is coming to an end on 7/7 at 7 p.m., 10 in the East, and only on pay-per-view. Chael Sonnen Promotions, in conjunction with Zuffa LLC, will bring to you Sonnen versus Silva 2, the end. He will step aside, and the man will walk through.
Anderson, a lot of people talked about Chael's wrestling in the first fight, but he outstruck you as well, especially early in the fight. Were you unprepared for his striking, and do you feel like you can turn that aspect of it around in the rematch?
Para ele me bater em pé, ele tem que ser mágico. Impossível ele me bater em pé.
For him to be able to strike with me standing up, he has to be a magician. It's impossible for him to stand up with me.
Chael, do you have a response?
Why are you asking questions in English? Anderson sits here like he doesn't understand you. Ed Soros interprets, and we got to hear it a second time. First off, he speaks English, and second, we could replace Ed Soros with an app I could download for $9.99. What kind of bizarro world are we in here? This is the strangest thing I've been part of. People ask me if I wanted to go to Brazil for the fight. Sure, it'd be neutral territory. Anderson lives in a mansion in Beverly Hills. Las Vegas, Nevada is closer to him than it is to Westland, Oregon. He's got home court advantage. What are we even doing here, guys? This is insanity. He sits over and pretends he doesn't speak English? Come on. It's like pretending you're the world champion. I can't believe... Guy walks around with a fake belt. That's insane. I would never do that. Oh, boo. Oh, he went too far with the fake belt. Come on. Where you guys been?
What's keeping you from, getting real personal?
Don't answer yet, Anderson. You got to pretend you don't understand. Ed?
Chael, do I dare ask you where you see Anderson in the list of all-time great fighters?
Listen, man, his record speaks for itself. He's a good, durable fighter. He's the champion, but I am the best. And there can be only one, and I'm not going to make any apologies for that. And he's done a good, solid job. He's a durable guy. I'm a world-class athlete. He's a martial artist. I'm a cage fighter. And there's a tremendous difference. And on Saturday night, it's going to be one more in the win column, one more for the highlight reel, and one more for the bad guy.
How do you predict the fight's going to go?
Man, victory. All I can tell you is it's going to be a hard fight. It's like we just had to do this primetime show, and they come out and they get ready to spar. And so they say, hey, should we turn the cameras off? I said, well, they need to turn the cameras. I go, well, but you're going to spar. He's going to study that. It's like, guys, I'll tell you right now, I'm going to walk out there as soon as I get the chance. I'm going to wait for him to throw a kick like he always does. I'm going to put my forehead in his chest, run him into that cage, put him on his prissy little ass, and run this into his head for 25 minutes or until he gives up. That's my prediction.
Introducing the challenger, the American gangster, Chael Sonnen! 185 for the challenger! Undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Anderson the Spider Silva! 184 for the champion! History, give us your thoughts.
Anderson Silva versus Chael Sonnen, the fake guy versus the bad guy, and only on pay-per-view.
respect Chael. Chael não respect nothing. Chael não respect UFC. Chael não respect my country. Tomorrow, I go to fight.
If you'd like to have a barbecue at my house, I'd love to have you over for a barbecue.